Ladies and gentlemen, imagine standing in the ruins of what once was your dream, with the pieces of your life scattered at your feet. That breaking point, the moment where everything feels lost, is a place many of us fear, and yet it's a place most of us will encounter. It's here, in this brokenness, where life offers its harshest but most profound lessons. Pain is one of life's greatest paradoxes. It feels like an unwelcome intruder, disrupting the comfort of our routines and tearing apart the plans we've carefully constructed. Yet, pain also has an incredible ability to act as a catalyst for growth. It forces us out of complacency, pushes us to confront truths we'd rather avoid, and transforms us in ways that comfort and ease never could. When life breaks you, it is often because something within you needs to change, to evolve, or to be refined. Think about the moments in life when you've grown the most. Were they during times of peace and ease, or were they during seasons of difficulty and pain? More often than not, the greatest lessons, the deepest insights, and the most profound transformations come from our most painful experiences. Pain strips us of our illusions and forces us to confront reality. It reveals what truly matters and what we are truly capable of. It forces us to dig deep, to find reserves of strength, patience, and resilience we never knew we had. Pain is also a powerful teacher. When life breaks us, it often does so to reveal something we could not have seen otherwise. It exposes our vulnerabilities, our fears, and sometimes even the lies we've told ourselves about who we are or what we want. But this exposure is not to destroy us. It is to rebuild us. Pain brings clarity. It shows us what is essential and allows us to shed what no longer serves us, whether it's a mindset, a relationship, or even an outdated dream. In this way, pain becomes a refining fire, burning away the unnecessary and leaving behind only what is pure and true. What's remarkable is that pain doesn't just teach us about ourselves, it also deepens our empathy for others. When you've been broken, you develop a new lens through which you see the world. You understand the struggles of others more intimately because you've walked through your own dark valleys. This shared human experience of pain connects us, softens us, and enables us to build relationships with greater authenticity and compassion. It is often in our brokenness that we find a deeper connection with humanity as a whole. But perhaps the most extraordinary thing about pain is its ability to inspire growth. Just as a seed must break open in the ground before it can sprout, so too must we often be broken before we can grow into something greater. Pain creates an opportunity, a choice. We can allow it to define us, to make us bitter and defeated, or we can choose to let it refine us, to use it as fuel for our transformation. It's not the pain itself that determines our destiny. It's how we respond to it. When life breaks you, it's not the end. It's an invitation to grow, to evolve, and to become more than you ever thought possible. Pain is not your enemy. It's your catalyst. Through it, you discover the strength, wisdom, and resilience to become the person you were always meant to be. Resilience is the quiet, unshakable strength that carries us through life's most difficult moments. It's not about avoiding pain or hardship, but about how we respond when everything seems to fall apart. Resilience is the ability to rise after the fall, to rebuild after the storm, and to keep moving forward even when the road ahead feels impossibly long. It is not something we are born with. It is something we develop, often in the face of life's greatest challenges. When life breaks you, resilience becomes your lifeline. It's the voice inside that whispers, "You can get through this," even when every part of you feels like giving up. Resilience is not the absence of fear or doubt. It's the decision to keep going despite them. It is forged in the moments when you feel you've hit rock bottom, yet somehow you find the strength to take one more step, to fight one more day. It's in these moments of struggle that resilience is born, not as an overnight miracle, but as a slow, deliberate process of learning to adapt, endure, and grow. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel the weight of your circumstances. It doesn't mean you won't cry, break down, or even question your ability to carry on. What it does mean is that you won't let those feelings define you or stop you. Resilience allows you to see beyond your pain, to trust that there is something waiting for you on the other side of your struggle. It's about believing in your capacity to heal, to rebuild, and to rise stronger than you were before. One of the most powerful aspects of resilience is its ability to turn adversity into opportunity. When life throws challenges your way, resilience transforms those obstacles into stepping stones for growth. It shifts your perspective, helping you see difficulties not as insurmountable walls, but as temporary hurdles that can be overcome. Each time you face a challenge and persevere, you build more strength and confidence in your ability to handle whatever life throws at you next. Over time, this creates a deep sense of inner power, a knowledge that no matter how hard life gets, you have the tools to survive and thrive. Resilience also teaches us the value of perseverance. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but true resilience is about continuing to push forward even when the odds are against you. It's about holding on to hope when hope feels like a fragile thread. Resilience doesn't guarantee that the journey will be easy or that success will come quickly, but it ensures that you'll keep moving forward no matter how slow or difficult the progress may seem. Resilience is what allows us to transform our pain into purpose. It's what enables us to rise from the ashes of our brokenness and rebuild our lives with greater strength, wisdom, and clarity. When life breaks you, resilience is the force that reminds you that the story isn't over. It's the quiet determination that whispers, "This is not the end," and helps you take the first steps toward a new beginning. Struggle is an inevitable part of life, but it often feels purposeless when we are in the midst of it. The weight of hardship can make us question everything, our goals, our choices, and even our very existence. However, hidden within every struggle is an opportunity to uncover a deeper purpose. It's through life's most challenging moments that we are forced to pause, reflect, and realign ourselves with what truly matters. Struggle is not meaningless. It is the crucible through which purpose is often revealed. When life breaks you, it shatters the illusions you may have built about what success or happiness should look like. It forces you to confront the uncomfortable truth that the path you were on may not have been the right one for you. Struggle strips away the superficial and reveals the essence of who you are. In the silence of your pain, you start to hear the whispers of your true calling, something you might never have noticed in the noise of a comfortable life. Struggle pushes you to ask hard questions. Why am I here? What do I truly value? What legacy do I want to leave behind? These questions often arise when we are at our lowest, because it's in those moments that we are most open to introspection. Struggle disrupts the autopilot mode many of us operate in, forcing us to take a closer look at ourselves and our lives. It is in this process of self-examination that we often discover a purpose far greater than anything we had previously envisioned. Purpose born from struggle has a unique power. It is deeply rooted in authenticity and resilience, shaped by the lessons learned through adversity. This kind of purpose is not about chasing external validation or material success. It's about aligning with something that feels profoundly meaningful to you. It might be a cause, a career, a relationship, or a personal mission that brings you a sense of fulfillment and connection. Whatever it is, the clarity and determination you gain from struggle give you the strength to pursue it with unwavering focus. The struggle also equips you with the tools to live out your purpose more effectively. The challenges you face teach you resilience, patience, and adaptability. They deepen your empathy and understanding, allowing you to connect with others on a more meaningful level. Often, your struggles become the very thing that qualifies you to help others. The wounds you carry can become a source of healing for someone else, transforming your pain into something purposeful and redemptive. The struggle refines you. It takes the raw material of your life and molds it into something greater. It strips away what is unnecessary and reveals what is essential. It's not an easy process, and it's not one that anyone would willingly choose, but it is one of life's most powerful tools for helping you discover your purpose. When life breaks you, It's not the end. It's an invitation to rebuild with greater intention, clarity, and strength. Through struggle, you find not only your purpose, but also the courage to live it fully. When life breaks you, it exposes your most vulnerable self. The armor you once wore, the confidence, the plans, the persona you carefully crafted, falls away, leaving you raw, exposed, and uncertain. In those moments, vulnerability can feel like weakness, a wound you want to hide from the world. But the truth is, vulnerability is not a flaw or a failure. It is an integral part of being human. More than that, it is a gateway to growth, connection, and healing. When you learn to embrace vulnerability, you unlock a strength far deeper than any facade you could construct. Vulnerability is often misunderstood. Society tends to glorify toughness and self-reliance, teaching us to mask our struggles and project an image of perfection. But hiding your pain does not make it disappear. It only isolates you. When you resist vulnerability, you cut yourself off from the very things that could help you heal: authentic relationships, self-awareness, and the ability to rebuild with a solid foundation. Embracing vulnerability means accepting that it's okay not to have all the answers, that it's okay to feel lost or broken. It's a radical act of courage to show up in your brokenness and say, "This is who I am, flaws and all." What makes vulnerability so powerful is its ability to foster connection. When you allow yourself to be seen as you truly are, you create space for others to do the same. Your honesty and openness invite others to drop their own defenses and meet you with empathy and understanding. This shared humanity, the acknowledgement that we are all imperfect, all struggling in some way, becomes a source of profound comfort and strength. It reminds us that we are not alone in our pain and that our brokenness does not make us less worthy of love or belonging. Embracing vulnerability also opens the door to self-discovery. When life breaks you, it strips away the external markers of success and identity you may have relied on. In that void, you have the opportunity to explore who you are at your core. Vulnerability forces you to confront your fears, your insecurities, and even your deepest desires. It teaches you to be honest with yourself, to acknowledge what hurts, and to seek the healing you need. In doing so, you develop a deeper understanding of yourself and a greater capacity for self-compassion. But perhaps most importantly, vulnerability is the foundation for true resilience. It takes strength to admit when you're struggling and to ask for help. It takes courage to acknowledge your pain and to sit with it instead of running from it. By embracing your vulnerability, you stop seeing it as a weakness and start recognizing it as a source of power. It is through vulnerability that you learn to adapt, to grow, and to rebuild with authenticity. When life breaks you, embracing vulnerability is not about giving up. It's about opening up. It's about allowing yourself to feel, to connect, and to grow. Vulnerability is not the end of the road. It's the beginning of a journey toward healing, self-discovery, and a more meaningful life. Life's darkest hours often feel unbearable, like an endless night with no promise of dawn. These moments, marked by loss, failure, heartbreak, or disappointment, can leave you feeling defeated, questioning your strength, your purpose, and even your future. Yet, it is within these seemingly hopeless moments that life teaches us lessons we could not have learned otherwise. Darkness, as painful as it is, becomes a classroom where the most profound truths are revealed and the deepest transformations take place. In the darkest hours, you are stripped of distractions and forced to confront yourself. The noise of daily life, the endless busyness, and the layers of pretense fall away, leaving only the raw, unfiltered truth. It's in this space of vulnerability that you gain clarity about what truly matters. You begin to see which relationships, pursuits, and values are worth holding on to, and which were merely illusions or burdens. Its clarity often comes with discomfort, but it's a discomfort that fosters growth and self-awareness. Darkness also teaches patience and endurance. When you are in a season of hardship, there is no shortcut to escape it. You must sit with the pain, endure the uncertainty, and take life one step at a time. This process, though excruciating, cultivates resilience, You learn that you are capable of withstanding more than you ever imagined. Each small victory, getting out of bed, facing another day, refusing to give up, becomes a testament to your strength all the time. These moments build a foundation of confidence and fortitude that will carry you through future challenges. One of the most unexpected lessons of darkness is the discovery of hidden strength. Often, it's not until you are tested that you realize the depth of your courage and the extent of your resourcefulness. Hardship forces you to adapt, to think creatively, and to find solutions you never considered before. The strength you uncover in these moments is not just physical or mental. It's also emotional and spiritual. It's a strength that comes from within, a quiet but unshakable belief that you can and will endure. Darkness also has a way of deepening your empathy and compassion. When you've faced your own struggles, you gain a greater understanding of the struggles of others. You become more attuned to the pain of those around you, more willing to offer a listening ear, and more capable of showing kindness. This shared experience of hardship creates connections that are authentic and meaningful, reminding you that you are never truly alone, even in your darkest hours. Life's darkest moments teach you to appreciate the light when it comes. The joy of a sunrise is never as profound as when you've spent the night in darkness. Hardship sharpens your gratitude for even the smallest blessings. A kind word, a moment of peace, a glimmer of hope. It reminds you that no matter how deep the night, morning will come. And with it, the opportunity to begin again. Your darkest hours are not wasted. They are the moments that shape you, teach you, and prepare you for a brighter future. They remind you that even in the depth of despair, there is always something to be learned, always a strength to be found, and always hope for a new beginning. Hope is one of life's most powerful forces. It's an anchor that keeps you steady when the waves of hardship threaten to pull you under. In your darkest moments, when life feels unbearable, hope is often the only thing that keeps you moving forward. It doesn't mean you ignore the pain or deny the reality of your situation. Rather, hope is the quiet assurance that something better lies ahead, even if you can't yet see it. It's the belief that no matter how broken or lost you feel, healing and renewal are possible. Hope is not merely wishful thinking. It is an active choice to believe in a brighter future despite the circumstances of the present. It requires courage to hold on to hope when everything around you suggests otherwise. In moments of despair, hope whispers that this is not the end, that there is a purpose to your pain, and that you have the strength to endure. It doesn't erase the struggles you face, but it gives you the strength to face them, to take one more step when all you want to do is stop. One of the remarkable qualities of hope is its ability to ignite resilience. When you cling to hope, you tap into a wellspring of inner strength that helps you persevere. It's not about avoiding failure or difficulty. It's about having the resolve to keep going, even when the path is uncertain. Hope gives you the ability to look beyond your current circumstances and focus on the possibilities of what could be. It provides direction and purpose, turning even the smallest glimmers of progress into reasons to keep pushing forward. Hope also has a unique way of changing your perspective. When you allow hope to guide you, you begin to see opportunities where there were once only obstacles. It shifts your focus from what you've lost to what you can gain, from what's broken to what can be rebuilt. This change in mindset empowers you to take action, to seek solutions, and to make choices that move you closer to the life you envision. Hope doesn't just keep you afloat, it inspires you to swim towards something greater. In addition to being a personal force, hope is contagious. When you hold on to hope, you become a source of encouragement for others. Your optimism and determination can inspire those around you to find hope in their own struggles. This ripple effect creates a network of support and positivity that uplifts not only yourself, but also your community. In this way, hope becomes a shared strength, a collective reminder that brighter days are ahead. Next. At its core, hope is about faith, not necessarily religious faith, but faith in the idea that life is dynamic, that change is possible, and that no situation is permanent. It's about trusting that even in your most broken state, you are capable of healing, growing, and thriving. Hope anchors you to this belief, grounding you when life feels overwhelming and guiding you toward a future that holds the promise of joy, peace, and fulfillment. When life breaks you, hope is the light that shines in the darkness, showing you the way forward. It doesn't promise an easy journey, but it assures you that the journey is worth it. It reminds you that no matter how heavy the burden, you have the strength to carry it. And no matter how dark the night, morning will come. Hope is the thread that binds your broken pieces together, helping you rebuild a life that is not only whole, but beautifully transformed. Life is a way of breaking us all at some point, shattering our plans, stripping away our comforts, and leaving us face to face with our deepest vulnerabilities. But being broken is not the end of the story. It is, in fact, a new beginning. When life breaks you, it also reveals opportunities for growth, resilience, and transformation that you never knew existed. Pain becomes a catalyst for your evolution, teaching you lessons you could never have learned in comfort. These struggles force you to uncover your purpose, and darkness sharpens your clarity, patience, and gratitude. It is in your brokenness that you discover the power of vulnerability, the courage to face life honestly, and the strength to rebuild yourself with authenticity. Resilience, born from adversity, becomes your armor, and hope becomes your anchor, a steady force that guides you through even the stormiest seas. In the process, you are not only healed, but also refined, emerging stronger, wiser, and more connected to your true self and to those around you. The beauty of life is that brokenness is not an end, it's a transformation. The cracks in your heart and soul are not flaws, they are where the light gets in. They are reminders of your journey, your strength, and your capacity to rise again. So when life breaks you, don't despair. Instead, embrace the lessons, lean into the struggle, and trust in your ability to overcome. Bitterness. Contrast in your ability to overcome. Know that every setback holds the seed of a comeback, every hardship carries the promise of healing, and every broken piece can be made into something even more beautiful. The story doesn't end in a breaking, it begins in a rebuilding, and you have everything within you to create a life not only restored, but renewed, stronger, and more purposeful than before.